The Millers of Mother's Best Flower bring you that lovesick blues boy, Hank Williams.
I got a feeling called the blues, oh Lord, since my baby said goodbye. Lord, I don't know what I'll do. All I do is sit and sigh. Oh Lord, good Luigi.
The folks who make Mother's Best Flour, Mother's Best Farm Feeds, and the new Mother's Best Self-Rising Cornmeal bring you the one and only lovesick blues boy, Hank Williams, all the Mother's Best music makers, and yours truly, Mother's Best little boy.
Cousin Louis Buck.
Yeah, that's me, Cousin
Beat
Louis
you
Buck.
to it, didn't we?
You fellas are just so wide awake and scrappy this morning, don't know what I'm going to do with you. How about coming on in, everybody, and sitting down? I'll fix you up a mess of biscuits.
Get over in the corner and get your apron on. Stir up a batch of that Mother's Best biscuit. Hit me a chord in A there, buddy. Come on, just, yeah, A. Yes, sir, it's Mother's Best biscuit time. Here we go. We're going to go down about Louisiana. Louisiana, I said. Where the old Red River flows. I'm dreaming the night of Dixie, cotton fields and whippoorwills. We used to live and wander through the rocks and through the rills. I can see my old dear mammy while around the place she goes. On my farm in Louisiana where the old Red River flows. You can hear those darkies crooning soft and low, and at twilight in the evening, so low, so soft and low. On my farm in Louisiana where the old Red River flows. Burr head, let me hear you. Oh, the lights tonight on Broadway, the electric lights, they're bright as day. On the beach at Coney Island, where the laughter makes you gay. But I'm going back tonight, love, only I see when she goes. To my farm in Louisiana, where the old Red River flows.
The Millers of Mother's to bring you that lovesick
I got a feeling called the blues, oh Lord, since my baby. You can hear those darkies crooning soft and low, and at twilight in the evening, so low, so low. On my farm in Louisiana where the the old Red River flows. And right here, right next to where the Cumberland River flows, is Cousin Luigi, Buck.
Watch out now, watch out. Be careful.
What I called you, Luigi. Louis.
Well, that's
He's got
Italian.
some message here from our good sponsor, Mother's Best Biscuit Makers, okay?
That's right. Folks, make biscuits with Mother's Best flour, and you make the tenderest, tastiest biscuits you ever baked. That goes for rolls, bread, pie crust, and cake as well. Yes, for perfect results with all your baking recipes, the flour to use is Mother's Best. And here, ladies, are 3 reasons why Mother's Best flour never fails to give you perfect results. Mother's Best is highest quality, it's sifted through silk many extra times, and it's twice oven tested for 7 important baking qualities. To make your baking even more successful, every sack of Mother's Best flour contains family-tested recipes by Gene Foster, Mother's Best home economist. To save you money, each recipe is carefully tested in Mother's Best kitchens. To save you time, directions are given step by step. In every sack of Mother's Best flour, you also get valuable coupons for a complete set of lovely Roseanne silverware. In addition to all this, Mother's Best is enriched with vitamins and iron to help keep your family strong and healthy. So it's really no wonder at all that so many thousands of Southern women insist on this famous flour. Try Mother's Best enriched flour now. See for yourself what delicious hot biscuits, bread, rolls, muffins, and cake you can make with it. Mother's Best guarantees perfect results or your money back. Get Mother's Best plain, or for extra convenience, try Mother's Best self-rising flour. Ask for it today.
I love to have that gal around. Her biscuits are so nice and brown. Her pies and cakes beat all the rest, 'cause she bakes them all with Mother's Best. Oh, I'm just hotter than an African tater, baked African tater. Morning. We got a new jigger in there on the stool this morning, ain't we? Big jigger. Yeah. He makes all them good records that I make. MGM Records. That's my partner in there. Yeah. I do the moaning and he records it. He does the grooving while I do the moaning. Moaning and grooving. Mr. Carl Jenkins. We got old boy Veston here with us this morning. It's awful early for him, it looks to me like. Oh, he's done been on the wind, though. I think he's got the honor of opening up this place every morning, ain't he? Old Carl looking for an Orchid Smith. Here he is. Wonder if he's going to ever find that orchid. Searching for that orchid, huh? Oh, you overlooked the orchid hunting for the rose. So glad to have him in here this morning. We would put him to work, but that might cost us something, wouldn't it? Huh? Better keep him off. The budget is small. Won't cost us nothing extra to work old Shag back here with it. Huh? Sam get his hair out of his eyes where he can see where he's going. We don't want no major calamity here this morning. And you folks got anything to do between 7:15 and 7:30, you better get started doing it. So it's that time, ain't it?
Sure is.
Show somewhere between 7:15 and 7:30.
Every morning.
Every morning, it gets about that time. Thank you, sir.
Sing the song.
Sing the song. They're gonna let Bolivar pick. You ready? Let's take a little trip. We just run all over the country. We're gonna go sailing again on Moonlit Waters.
somebody hunt us up a steel picker. Fire him. He got below the 3rd fret. Yes, sir. He sure got below the 3rd fret. Yeah, I know. What time we got? 4 minutes? Well, that's all I need there, friend. That's all. Friends, it's hymn time on our show. All the boys are going to gather around now. Here's one that I wrote here a year or so ago. Awful pretty one, I think. Boys, you ready?
Yes, sir.
Here it is. How can you use Jesus now?
How can you refuse him now? How can you refuse him now? How can you turn away from his side? With tears in his eyes, on the cross there he died. How can you refuse Jesus now? There's a story old that has often been told of how our Savior died. As they nailed his hands, he cried, they don't understand. As the blood flowed from his side. So how can you refuse him now? How can you refuse him now? How can you turn away from his side? With tears in his eyes, on the cross there he died. How can you refuse Jesus now?
Yes, it's a good one. Well, sir, Mother's Best, that's it, ladies, the cornmeal that's 100% clean because it's twice clean. Yes, Mother's Best cornmeal is washed with water, washed with air, and it's self-rising, too. Baking powder and salt are already added, skillfully blended, exactly measured to give you perfect results time after time. Mother's Best self-rising cornmeal gives cornbread and hush puppies that real corn flavor. Ask your grocer today for Mother's Best, the self-rising cornmeal that's twice clean. Mother's Best. Now, Mother's Best singing, boy, how about let's get in this bunch together and getting out of here.
Better satchel up and go, Edwin. Friends, if the good Lord's willing and the creeks don't rise, we'll be here in the morning again with you. Lola, put the coffee pot on. Put the biscuits in the oven. I'll be there soon, if not a little sooner. Fellas, let's go home.
Just a reminder before we go, neighbors, when you buy farm feeds, be sure you get the best. Ask your grocer or feed dealer for Mother's Best. Hundreds of tests under all kinds of feeding conditions have proved Mother's Best farm feeds better in every way. For faster gains, better profits at lower feeding costs, always ask for Mother's Best farm feeds. In Morrison, Tennessee, your Mother's Best dealer is the Lawrence Hardware and Feed Store. In Leoma, Tennessee, the Leoma Milling Company handles a full line of Mother's Best feeds. Now, until tomorrow morning at this time, this is Louis Buck saying so long for Hank Williams and all the gang. Bye, everybody.